The international community is marking World Cancer Day. Cancer is among the leading causes of death worldwide. But now, thanks to a cutting-edge COVID vaccine technology, we just might be closer to stopping cancer. Germany's BioNTech is launching a trial in the United Kingdom of personalized cancer vaccines this autumn. More on the technology in this upcoming report.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, vaccines were rolled out within a year, faster than most experts believed possible, and messenger RNA vaccines were among the first to gain approvals. They work by giving the body's immune system a preview of potentially dangerous invaders. A dose contains many copies of a short stretch of precise genetic information, the messenger RNA. It induces cells to start making proteins that are otherwise only found on a specific pathogen, like the proteins that stud the surface of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. Then, when the immune system encounters the virus, it quickly recognizes the invader and wipes it out.
Categorically, messenger RNA vaccines have proven to be exceptionally effective. They have proven to be able to protect people against severe and life-threatening disease and consequently saved millions of lives.
There are different types of RNA, but all of them are coding molecules, and that code can be rewritten. That's why many drug developers describe RNA as medicinal software. Vaccines that use this software have a major advantage over other platforms. Their codes can be easily altered to also make other proteins found on other disease-causing microbes, teaching the immune system how to fight them as well. And RNA can encode for proteins found not just in infectious diseases, but also, for instance, in cancers. In addition to messenger RNA, a range of other RNAs play key roles in metabolism and health. So they also have potential as medicines.
The cancer application is quite interesting because it is not a vaccine that will prevent cancer, but rather it is a therapeutic vaccine. It is a vaccine directed, custom tailored to the cancer of the patient, which enhances and directs the immune response to more efficiently clear the tumor.
Around 20 RNA treatments have been approved so far globally, and dozens more are in trials in a wide range of diseases.
And for more on this, we are joined now by Dan Milner, the Executive Director of Access to Oncology Medicines Coalition. Thank you for joining us, sir. There's been, as we've been hearing, high hopes for this mRNA cancer treatment. How different, just to begin, would it be from the technologies we now use to cure cancer?
So, great question. So currently, the technologies that we use are largely directed at killing the tumor using, either general targets, which is classical chemotherapy, or targeted therapies, which we have, for example, for lung cancer. But in those targeted therapies, these are still molecules or antibodies that are manufactured and don't use the body's own immune system. Naturally, our bodies can fight cancer, many cancers, off, and we never develop those cancers because our immune systems take care of them. So we're moving away from the traditional approach of attacking the cancer with something exogenous to moving to an RNA or an internal approach where we actually use the body's own immune system to attack those cancers and destroy them.
Mr. Milner, we saw, of course, how during the COVID pandemic, how quickly vaccines could be rolled out once they were discovered. Can we hope for similar speed with cancer?
I think so, but I think there is a major barrier which we do not have with infectious disease, and that's choosing the target for an individual patient. As was described in the piece before this, the ability to target an infectious disease is quite easy because it's a foreign molecule, it's a foreign piece of material that's not naturally in the human body. But when we talk about cancer and personalizing the vaccine, what we're talking about is finding some piece of the tumor that's been mutated or changed enough that we can then target that protein or that molecule with the vaccine and destroy it. And so we have to pick through all of the bits of the tumor using sequencing or other very robust processes to find the target, pull it out and say, yes, this is the best one for this patient, and then use it. And that process at the moment is still rather tedious and difficult and expensive to do for each patient. And again, our concept is personalized, so we want to do it for each patient. So that's the barrier we really have to overcome, is rapid target selection for patients with cancer.
And just if we put the cost and the individualized treatment challenges aside for a moment, how long do you think we'll have to wait for a wide-scale rollout?
Well, I think that, the agreement that the British government just signed with BioNTech for 10,000 patients by 2030 is very promising. There was also the agreement Personalis signed with Moderna using their sequencing platform. I think these are signals that this is coming much more quickly than it would have. We've been working on these vaccines for more than a decade for cancer with very little progress. But now that we've sort of gotten through all the hard parts with COVID, we've taken the vaccine to scale, we've distributed it, et cetera. Now we can focus in on what is the one last barrier. And I think these kinds of agreements are going to speed this process up. I would say that there are 4 trials reporting this year, 1 on melanoma, 2 on influenza, and 1 on herpes. And that melanoma trial will be really crucial to see the results, because I think if that is a positive trial, we'll start to see more trials on the back end, and we'll see more results coming out that are moving this forward for patients.
Okay, thanks for that good news, Dan Milner from the Medicines Coalition. Thanks so much.